Hi Adorners, welcome back to Adornment with Adrienne. Tonight I'm going to be making a spicy blackened tilapia with mashed potatoes and broccoli. If you're interested, please keep watching, and welcome to Adornment with Adrienne. Okay, so I've washed and rinsed my fish, and I'm going to go ahead and season it really quickly. And first I'm going to start with some garlic powder. We're going to do this on both sides. We're going to do this on both sides. Garlic powder, a little seasoned salt, black pepper, cayenne pepper. Depending on how hot you like yours, just a dab will do. Little sprinkle of our cayenne. And then, of course, our secret ingredient we want to coat is our paprika. My family knows I love paprika. I talk about it all the time for deviled eggs and potato salad. It is tradition. Alright, so that's one side. Alright, and I'm going to flip this over. Alright, as you can see. Alright, I'm going to flip this over and we'll get started on our fish. Okay, so I'm finishing coating my fish, and don't be afraid of the paprika. It's going to give it that beautiful crust that we love, blackened crust. All right, we're going to add a tablespoon of butter to our pan. I have a pan I actually coated with a non-stick spray, and then I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. I have some green onions that I have here that I'm going to cut up and add some, and I'm also going to put some in our potatoes. This is a loaded mashed potato pack that I have to show you. Okay, so here's our fish coated. All right, we have it coated with the paprika. Okay, so don't be afraid of it. It's going to get, it doesn't have really a taste, I don't think, but it's going to give us that beautiful blackened look that we are looking for. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Adorners, so because the fish doesn't actually take that long to cook, I'm going to go ahead, I boiled some water, and I'm going to go ahead and make my potatoes. Okay, this is quick. You see these all the time in the store. I'm sure if you ever decided to buy these. Okay, and it says about 2.5 cups of water. All right, you could use milk. I don't need the milk. You might not have the dairy, so let me just go ahead and pour it in. All right, I'll just pour about 1.5 to 2 cups of hot water. All right, and you can see our potatoes are already getting are forming already. You can see here for our mashed potatoes. All right, add a pat of butter. Have like a tablespoon of butter that I'm going to add to that. You don't have to, especially if you're watching your cholesterol or whatever, right? But for the video purposes, we're going to add that. Okay, so I added my water to my potatoes. As you can see, I just used a large measuring cup with some water, and I added about a tablespoon of butter, and I'm going to add more water to this after a while when my fish is done, and some green onions. Okay, and some black pepper. So I'm going to go ahead and start my broccoli to boiling here. This is frozen broccoli florets. I'm getting like Oprah in them with that gas. I'm going to go ahead and let that boil. I'm going to get my pan ready. I'm going to use about, like I said, a pat of butter. Let me get over here. Okay, so I'm going to cut about a tablespoon of butter. Have some butter here. I'm going to cut about a tablespoon. You could use more if you like, but I don't need it. As I said, I coated my pan already with a non-stick spray. All right, non-stick. Got a tablespoon of butter, and I'm going to add that to my pan. All right. Okay, Adorners, so I've added about a tablespoon of butter to my pan. I've already sprayed it with a non-stick coating spray. I am going to let this warm up. Remember, this is kind of this is actually a vegetable non-stick spray. I'm going to turn my broccoli on. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Himalayan sea salt to it really quickly, just like a dab. Let's see here, not a lot. There's a little salt for our broccoli. If you'd like, you could probably add butter, but I don't. You can see our butter getting warm. And remember, because this is a quick meal, fish cooks really quickly. All right. So let me go ahead and let this butter melt really quickly, and I'll be back. Okay, Adorners, so you can see I have my pan up. It is getting hot. I'm going to turn it down slightly. All right, it's time for me to add my fish to our pan. Remember, this is already coated on both sides. I'm going to put the smoked side down that I just did. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3. All right, this isn't going to take long at all to cook. All right, it's going to bubble a little bit because I added butter to the nonstick spray, but that's okay. Let me put some onions really quickly. Okay, Adorners, while my fish is cooking, I'm just going to slice my green onions down the center lengthwise, and just going to dice some large chunks and add it to my fish. Okay, this is not something you have to do. It's just something that I like. Sprinkle it over, you can see. All right, sprinkle that really quickly. I'm just gonna add a nice flavor, I think, to our fish. All right, and it's time to turn it. I think it's time to turn it. It's the first time. All right, you can see, careful for the splatter. We do it for the gram. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, this is YouTube. All right, let's try that again. All right, you can see, that's our first side. For our fish, we see it's not sticking to our pan. All right, let me make sure we don't have our green onions there. All right, our fish cooking beautifully. All right, side 1. All right, and I'm just gonna dice up the rest of these green onions to put green onions, if you'd like, to your fish or whatever. But this is, I just decided to add this. Okay, so I already have my potatoes already set up. Add that. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper. All right, this is coarse black pepper, ground black pepper. My broccoli is boiling. My fish is almost ready. Remember, the fish is gonna cook quickly. It was not frozen. It's already thawed. All right, we're gonna get a nice crust on it. I have it turned down. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit to get that beautiful crust that we're looking for. As well as with my broccoli, I started early. I'm going to turn it up a little bit and we'll be back. Okay, Adorners, so I'm taking my fish out. Okay, really quickly, I put it on a paper towel. But as you can see, it kind of soaked up the butter and the nonstick spray. I just put 1 tablespoon. You could actually put a little water in your pan if you wanted to make like a little roux, a little gravy to go along with this, but I'm just going to, it's already turned off, and I'm just gonna pour over. And my broccoli is done, my potatoes are done, and I'm gonna plate. You can see this is really quick and easy. So I've added a spoonful of mashed potatoes, loaded mashed potatoes. Have some broccoli. Just going to scoop that out really quickly. All right. And then I have my fish. All right. So I'm just going to add some of my fish to my plate really quickly. Going to enjoy a little bit of fish. I probably won't eat all this. Plate it up. I'm going to put it all on here for right now. Right? A little bit of more. And that was really like about 10-15 minutes. Really quick meal. Okay, so let me just show you really quickly. All right. Lovely, lovely. All right, and there you go. This is a quick and easy blackened tilapia. All right, Adorners, we have our blackened tilapia, broccoli, and mashed potatoes. As always, thank you for joining me with the Adornment with Adrienne. I'm Adrienne. I'm your girlfriend, or your auntie of lifestyle and decor. This was about 20 minutes. Remember, our fish was already thawed and ready to go. We did our broccoli, our quick mashed potatoes, and it's ready to eat. So good. So good. Anyway, as always, thank you for joining me. And say hello for another time. See you in the next video.